Hello, hi guys, how are we all doing?
Hi, Mr. Jordan.
Hi, Mr. Bentley. At least you're enthusiastic. Right,
Yes.
Mr. Singh, you have brought us here for a competition, is that right?
No, I have not.
Jordan.
Hi, Mr. Keeling. Nice of you to join in.
I brought you here for a quiz, not a
Oh, a
competition.
quiz. Love
Yes,
quiz.
it's our weekly quiz.
I love quiz. What's a love quiz?
Well, that might be part of the quiz. We don't know. We're going to find out. Mr. Singh, tell us about it.
So, it's a list of top fives that I've got. You get one guess. If you guess the thing that's number one in my list, you score 1 point. 2 points, 3 points, 4 points, 5 points. Whoever has the most points at the end wins.
Are you just making the lists up then?
I've got the lists are all official lists.
Okay, it's not just what you feel and think.
No,
Good.
no, I have no feelings.
Okay. You understand that, Mr. Bentley?
What?
Do you understand the rules?
Yes.
Good.
Okay.
Mr. Singh will say something. We will answer.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. But you're going to do 5. We're all going to do 5. And the
No,
kids are
all
going to do this
quizzes
along
will.
with us, yeah?
Well, yeah, they can guess an answer and see if they get more points than any of us.
But we only write one answer for each round, correct?
Yeah, you only need to write. You can only have one answer. You don't have to write it down because you're going to tell me the answer.
Oh, I was going to put all 5. Okay, that makes
No,
more sense.
don't, because you don't listen, Mr. Jordan. Right.
Okay.
So round one, Mr. Jordan's up first.
Oh, it's one at a time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the category is the UK's most popular chocolate bar. This is a survey taken in a national newspaper. So, Mr. Jordan, what do you think it could be? Top 5. Just pick one
I have to pick one. I'm the most popular chocolate bar
in the UK.
according to in the
He's
UK.
Googling it. He's on Google.
I'm not. I'm just writing stuff down. I'm going to go for Whisper.
Whisper is not on the list. You have 0 points for this round. Mr. Keeling.
I'm going to go, thinking outside the box here, Curly Whirly.
Ooh.
Ooh, it's a terrible answer. You got no points either. Mr.
Brilliant.
Bentley.
I thought that was good.
Thanks.
Well, I didn't hear either. I heard Mr. King say Curly Whirly. What did Mr. Jordan say?
Whisper. Whisper.
Whispering Curly. Okay. Dairy Milk.
Dairy Milk is top of the list, which means you get 1 point. 1 point. It's not a
What's
great
your guess,
round.
Mr.
gentlemen.
Singh?
I got the list, so I'm not guessing. But
Well, what's the answer? Tell us.
so number 1 was Dairy Milk. 2 was Snickers. 3 Bounty. 4 Flake. 5 Twirl.
Ooh, it's a good choice.
Yeah.
I do like a twirl.
12
Right. Round 2. So this time it's population in Europe. So country size by population.
Ooh.
And Mr. Keeling will be going first on this one.
So we're going for smallest population.
So you want the
not-
5th biggest, basically.
you want the 5th biggest one for most points.
Germany.
Germany is number 2 on the list. You score 2 points.
Okay. I know what number 1 is then.
Mr. Jordan, you're next.
I'm going to go for Italy.
Not on the list. 0 points. Mr. Bentley.
The UK.
UK is number 4 on the list. That gets you 4 points.
Oh, I should have just gone for a 4-1.
Can I try and guess all 5?
You can do.
Okay. Russia.
Number 1.
Yeah, defo.
Germany.
Yeah.
France.
I thought I was guessed, but okay.
Sorry, mate.
Was it
Number
France?
3. No, that's number 5.
Oh.
Too slow. Turkey. Right.
It's not you.
Next. The biggest oceans and seas in the world.
Okay.
Top 5. Now, Mr. Jordan, you're in last place, so you
Okay.
go first.
Okay. I've got to get this. If I'm in last place, I should go last, and then I can hear what the other 2 got wrong.
No, you're losing, so go.
Okay, that's the biggest. That's probably the next one. I don't know. I'll go for the Indian Ocean.
Ah!
That's number 3. 3 points to you.
I'll do. That's something.
Mr. Keelan, you're second to last.
Atlantic.
Is number 2. That's 2 points to you. Mr. Bentley.
I don't know.
You can get 1 point.
Pacific.
The Pacific is the biggest.
Yeah.
That's 1 point. So we got Pacific, Atlantic, Indian,
Southern Ocean?
Arctic,
Ah.
and number 5, bigger than the Southern Ocean, was this is the list that I had, was the East Vietnam Sea.
Oh.
Feeds into the China Sea. So yeah, it's a biggie.
Right. Okay.
Anyway,
He did say seas.
Never even heard
Yeah.
of the East Vietnam Sea. Okay.
and you lived in Vietnam as well.
And I lived in Vietnam. I think, I thought it was the South China
I've
Sea.
never heard of
but
that
okay.
sea.
Right.
Okay.
So halfway,
Bigger than
We've
the
got-
Southern Ocean.
Mr. Jordan 3 points,
Yeah.
Mr. Keelan 4 points,
Yeah.
and Mr. Bentley on 6 points.
Ooh.
All to
doing
play for. Right, this time. The biggest selling video games in the UK last year.
well. Okay. I think I know number 1. Who's going first?
We're going to go for the person in first place first. Mr. Bentley.
Okay. FIFA 20.
FIFA 20 is number 1 on the list. Gives you 1 point.
Oh,
Mr.
1
Keeling.
point's better than none.
Oh, last year.
Oh, man. I might be getting years confused.
It was a good year. It was a vintage year.
Trying to think of games that I bought. Zelda.
That's
Which
a great
Zelda?
guess.
Which one?
Link to the Past.
It doesn't matter because it's not on the list, but it was a really good
Oh.
guess.
So it's over to me.
Mm.
I was going to say one. I think it's from the year before. I'm just going to go for. It always sells, so I'm going to go for Minecraft.
No,
Ah,
not on the list. Right. Number 1 was FIFA 20.
yeah,
Number 2 was Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
of course.
Number 3 was the latest Mario Kart game.
Mario Kart.
That came out ages ago.
Mario Kart 8. Doesn't matter. It was
Still
still
selling. You see these old
selling.
games. Still selling.
Then number 4 was Star Wars: The Jedi Fallen Order. And number 5 was Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, I was going to. I thought that was the year before.
Doesn't matter. Still sold.
Of course.
Mm.
Ah, I did not play. I went for Minecraft. It came out like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Where
right.
did Zelda come on the list?
Wasn't on the list, so.
Right. So I get more points because it's lower down.
Round 5. So
Okay.
this time we're moving back to geography.
Can I ask? Is it still all to play for?
You know what? No, it is. If you get a big answer here, you can come right back in.
Yes.
You could take the lead in this round.
Brilliant.
How many
brilliant.
points has Sam got?
Mr. Jordan has got 3
Jordan.
points.
Okay, sorry.
Thank you.
So, but if he gets a 5 here, he takes the lead.
Brilliant.
Right. Biggest cities in the UK by population.
Okay.
Cities in the UK population. We're going to start with Mr. Keeling.
Manchester.
Manchester, you say. Why are you saying Manchester?
Oh, you've got the 5, haven't you? That's
Nice.
so annoying.
I like. It's got a nice sound to it. Manchester.
Ah.
What do you think the population is of Manchester, Mr. Jordan?
I would have. Well, are we talking Greater Manchester or the city? Because Greater Manchester's got over 1 million.
Mm.
The city itself is probably not as big as certain other places.
Mm.
I don't know. I'll go for 500,000 ish.
Okay, right. Well, so you say Manchester. Mr. Jordan, what do you think? What's your answer?
You've been telling people if they're right or wrong the whole way through. Why are you changing it now? What is
Because
your position?
I'm going.
It
I'm
builds
just- I'm just
suspense,
mixing-
Mr. Jordan. Just
Mixing
go
up.
with it.
That's it. That's suspense.
Gosh,
You're on the edge.
I am on the edge with this one. See, I feel like I want to say Leeds in the back of my head, but I'm not putting it as a final answer because it could be some weird place obviously I know number 1. I know number 2. I'm just going to go for number 3, Glasgow.
All right. Mr. Bentley?
I'm going to say Leeds. I'm
All right.
already ahead.
So-
If it is Leeds, you're really annoy Sam.
Ah,
Mr. Jordan.
That will really annoy Mr. Jordan a lot.
It will, yeah, Mr. Sam Jordan. Right, so number 1 was London.
Yeah.
Number 2 was Birmingham.
Yeah.
Birmingham.
Number 3 is Liverpool.
Oh, yes, I'm in.
You didn't say Liverpool.
I'm going to get more points.
Number 4 is Nottingham.
What?
Oh, wow. Nottingham, really?
Yeah. And 5 is
Come
Sheffield.
on, Leeds.
Oh!
Sorry, did you do English cities or UK cities? Because you said the UK at the beginning.
No, I said English cities.
You didn't say English cities.
I
You
said
No,
English.
I heard Mr. Singh say English cities.
Yeah, English cities.
What? Oh, that is, I thought you said, okay.
So yeah, but like you said, Greater Manchester. That's where it's at, not Manchester itself.
Did you really say English cities?
I did, yeah.
Right.
So there's no points. No points.
Well, I mean,
Right.
I'm going to look really silly there, aren't I? Saying Glasgow.
So does Callum and Mr. Bentley and I have to do a tiebreaker now?
This is the
Wait,
no, it's the
It's all to
final
play
round.
for. It's all to play for.
Final round, and it is all to play for.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
What are the
Okay.
points? I've got no idea.
Oh, so going into the final round, Mr. Jordan's got 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Keelan's got 4 points.
Ooh.
And Mr. Bentley has got 7 points.
It's all to play
Normally, in a quiz show, the person with the lowest score gets kicked out.
Ah, that's a good point.
for. No, but that's after in another round. Come on, last game, last question.
Glasgow's the 7th biggest in the UK.
In the UK.
Yeah. Right. Now this one opens it up. This is the data comes from a YouGov poll.
Okay.
The most popular supermarkets in Britain. Popular
Who's going
supermarkets. We're going to start with you, Mr. Bentley.
Okay, Aldi.
Okay, going for Aldi. That's 1 point. Aldi is the most popular supermarket. Mr. Keeley.
I am going to go Sainsbury's.
Whoa! That's 5 points, Mr. Keelan. That is the top answer. And Mr. Jordan.
What did Mr. Bentley say?
Aldi.
Aldi.
Aldi and Sainsbury's. Oh, I'll just go for any old.
Yeah, go on, go for it.
I'll have Asda.
Asda is not on the list, I'm afraid. So,
I've done so well.
Mr. Jordan, you scored 3 points.
Great. Thank you.
Mr. Bentley, you scored 8 points. Mr.
Respectable.
Keelan, you scored 9 points. You are a winner with that Sainsbury's answer in the final round.
Wow. Wow. It really was all to play for, wasn't it?
It was all to play for,
What
except
to play for
It
you?
really was.
for you, Mr. Jordan. You,
I know. I was so
Yeah.
confident about Glasgow. I thought I was going to get something for that.
yeah, yeah. No,
Okay. Well, this has been great. I've loved it.
it's been great fun.
I can't wait for the next quiz.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Thanks,
well,
everyone.
thanks, everyone. See you.
There you go,
later.
Mr. Bentley. Have you got a nice message for the kids?
Oh, yeah.
Is this where I start talking, you turn me off?
No, we won't hang up.
no.
Yeah, no.
No.
We all have a nice
Um,
takeaway message to give.
So do we? I really miss